you decide to take the initiative and determine what the relationship is between the number of orders of a customer and also the total value of their sales or total value of the invoices. So I've got this data set again, and I've narrowed it down to the customer name and the gross value of the invoices. I've still got it at the level of individual invoices. So now what we want to see is how many invoices do we have per customer. And we'll save that in a variable called temp. And what we'll do here is we'll say data, we'll call legal name, we want to count how many instances of the legal name there is for each customer, and what we'll use is value count. And what we'll see there is we've got all the customers and how many times or how many orders they've placed with us. So what we need to do is get this information into this data frame so that we can compare the gross value and the let's call it the order counts. So what we're going to start off here with is we're going to group the data by each customer again, group by legal name, and we'll sum that. Now we need to change the index. Let's reset the index. And now to this we might want to add what we've got in the temp variable, which is the count, order count for each customer. So in order to do that, we'll say data, we're going to add a column, we'll call it order count, and we're just going to set that equal to temp. So what we should have now, you know what, legal name needs to be the index so that we can match the order count customer to the index. So let's just go back and let's drop the order count, data drop columns, order count. Here we go. So we've dropped the order count. Data, we're going to set the index, not sweat the index, we're going to set the index to legal name with a capital N. Okay, so we've got the legal name as the index. Now what we want to do is add the order count column and set that equal to 10. Now I've got the legal name, we've got as an index, we've got the gross value of the sum of the orders, and we've got the order count. So just to check that this is correct, a random one in Corsi, or let's take something like 94. Foschini is 94. Let's check that that's correct. Where's Foschini? There we go, 94. So that should match up. And now we're just going to set the index to the numbers starting from 0. So we're going to reset the index. So here you've got the legal name, the gross value, and the order count. So what we want to do is just create a scatter diagram, we're going to set that using the data. Our x value, we're going to set that we'll set the x-axis to the count. So let's make that order count. We'll make y value. Let's just see what this looks like. Okay, so we've got an outlier out there. That's interesting. 2,700 for 2.6 million. 2,700 orders for 2.6 million in sales. And you've got 175 orders for 2.5 million in sales. So what that, an observation like that might suggest that perhaps let's just add that so that we can identify which company it is. So mass stores, let's check 2728 2728, sorry, it's 2.6 million divided by 2728. It gives us approximately 964 rand per order, versus Pick n Pay, which is 2.59 million divided by 175 orders, and that's a per order value of about 14,800. So an observation like this might lead you to identify customers that you might want to focus on, because an additional sale from this customer, or an additional order from this customer, is worth a lot more than an additional order from this customer. And on the graph, an additional order from this customer is worth a lot less than an additional order from this customer. So let's just focus on this section. We need to, I think this is called update axis. Update x axis. Now we're going to set the range from 0 to 200. And this is give us a bit of a clearer view. Then we've got Pick n Pay again, and then we might be able to make more decisions or observations based on what we see here. The same logic applies to these two companies, where we've got Mr. Price 1.36 for 42, which is an average of 32,000 per order and year. For service products, 1.33 for 4, got an average of 332 per order. So obviously the value per order is a lot higher for service products than it is for Mr. Price. So it might give you an indication of which customers are more valuable to focus on in terms of order acquisition. That is just something quick that I thought of that I might be able to do if you're looking at the data. And of course, with data like this, with so many, have a look at this, with so many columns, there's a lot with all these columns, there's a lot you can do. So it's worth to familiarize yourself with Python and Pandas so that you can explore the data more thoroughly like this, and find things in the data that is helpful.